So Roblox has joined YouTube in criticizing UK's planned social media ban, where they warned against outright bans. They say, "We think that platforms like ours play an incredibly important role in kids' lives." Important, more like traumatic. I don't know. I mean, obviously the UK social media ban is bad. We've made so many videos about IDH verification being bad and being a Trojan horse for mass surveillance, but I feel like Roblox should be the last company talking about child safety when they have had so many incidents of grooming and actual predators being on their platform where they did absolutely nothing about it. They claim because they are already limiting chat and making it so people have to submit IDH verification to essentially use their platform, especially in the social features, that they should essentially be exempt from this. Now, again, I obviously disagree with IDH verification, but again, Roblox is probably the most dangerous platform for kids. It's between them and Discord and, obviously actual websites on the dark web and stuff. But Roblox is literally one of the most unsafe platforms for kids. So I have already said multiple times, and Roblox has faced many lawsuits recently, Roblox should be investigated by the government for not actually protecting kids on the platform. What I don't approve of is Roblox doing exactly what the UK wants them to do in a different way by collecting biometric data through AI facial scans of little ass kids. I mean, remember, most people that play Roblox are kids. But regardless, Roblox has spoken out against this. So they were speaking with Sky News, and their chief safety officer, Matt Kaufman, said they, quote, want to engage with policymakers to ensure that they get things right. We caution about going overboard with outright bans. We think that platforms like ours play an incredibly important role in kids' lives. Now, that doesn't mean we don't want to collaborate with policymakers. We do want to engage with policymakers, and we do want to find what's right for our kids and teens. You know what's right for our kids and teens? Not collecting their biometric data, not harvesting their AI facial scans and IDs and putting it in a database for it to inevitably get hacked. I know Roblox, Discord, and all these other social medias or whatever that are doing IDH verification always claim the same thing. Oh, don't worry, we don't actually keep all that information. We make sure it gets deleted. So what are you guys upset about? Well, there's already been example after example proving that that is not the case, and there have already been plenty of data breaches involving IDs. So I don't believe a word that Discord, Roblox, or any of other of these companies say, especially when it comes to child safety. Roblox is infamous for not actually taking action against predators on their platform, with the Roblox CEO actually referring to the predators on the platform as an opportunity. When asked about the predatory behavior occurring on the platform, David Baszucki, the Roblox CEO, stated, and I quote, "We think of it not necessarily just as a problem, but an opportunity as well." Wow, what an eloquent way to put it, David. So basically the predators on your platform are an opportunity for you. An opportunity for you to do what, by the way? To harvest IDs? Yeah, cool. Now you have an excuse to do it. One of the most vocal critics of Roblox has actually been Schlepp, and we've had a few conversations about Roblox now, and he's always been telling me that Roblox does literally nothing to actually protect the abuse survivors on their platform. There have been so many cases of grooming and people being abused by predators on the platform, and he has talked about the fact that Roblox is just doing nothing in terms of the moderation front. There are so many times where Schlepp goes out and tweets people whose names are horrible and people who have already gotten caught for doing bad things on Roblox, and Roblox still allows them to have an account. And yet Matt Kaufman and everybody else at Roblox goes ahead and insists that, hey, because we just limited chat with IDH verification, everything is okay now. Like, again, I just want to reiterate over and over again, you guys already know this. I am obviously against UK's social media ban. I think the UK is completely dystopian, but I just feel like Roblox needs to be careful with how they talk because they are probably one of the most unsafe platforms for kids. But regardless, Sky News did a little mini interview with the Roblox chief safety officer. Let's go ahead and listen to it, and I want to hear what you guys think.
We caution about going overboard with outright bans.
That's the man responsible for safety at Roblox. He's talking to us as he rolls out some pretty significant restrictions for children.
We think that platforms like ours play an incredibly important role in kids' lives. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't want to collaborate with policymakers. It can be less true. Like, we do want to engage with policymakers, and we do want to find what's right for our kids and teens.
The changes were first announced in April, but they're rolling out as the government decides how it will enforce its new social media ban, which includes a ban on stranger pairing in games, like Roblox.
So are these safety features your attempt to avoid being banned in places like the UK?
Our goal was to respond to some of the feedback that Roblox is complicated. And there were a lot of different settings, and it was difficult to explain to a parent sometimes what was happening. It was difficult to explain to policymakers who said, hey, we're going to make it much easier. Now, how that plays out into the debates about social media bans or other restrictions for kids and teens online. I mean, I can't predict that.
So very quickly, the new safety features that he's talking about are essentially restricted accounts. So from today, anyone under 9 or who hasn't verified their age will be put into a kids account on Roblox. So that means that chat will be turned off by default, and they'll be heavily restricted in the types of games that they can play on the platform.
When you have millions and millions of games that are, being created all the time, sometimes something slips through. And we are not perfect. And we want to be honest about the fact that we're not perfect. And that's why with these kids and select accounts, it's a much smaller set of content.
Anyone between the ages of 9 and 16 will be able to chat to people in their own age groups and have access to more games than the younger players, but they'll still be pretty restricted in that area.
Sources within government yesterday confirmed to me that if a company were to create platforms for young people where they were ring-fenced off from harmful features, they would likely avoid being banned. Although the online safety minister said he won't stop the restrictions coming in just because of tweaks by some companies.
I was hearing from thousands of parents across the country that their children were experiencing a series of harms online. And so we're not going to be influenced by whether companies are tweaking things and promising the future. We are focused on the present situation for children in this country.
According to Matt, Roblox is held to a much higher level of scrutiny because it admits that it's got children on its platform instead of just pretending that under 13s aren't there.
Well, they also face a higher degree of scrutiny because Roblox is infested with predators. I think that is one of the main reasons why Roblox has gotten so much criticism, but regardless.
That level of scrutiny is only going to increase from now.
And rightfully so. I mean, Roblox, again, like I've said, has been proven to have been pretty much doing nothing to actually combat the predators on their platform. The chat restrictions or whatever, all that is doing is collecting the biometric data of little kids. When Roblox is faced with reports, thousands sometimes of reports on single users where they are going ahead and being reported for being predators, for grooming kids on the platform, Roblox will seldom ban them. And in fact, they will actually try to silence people for talking about the predator. There are so many players on Roblox that literally have the initials MAP on their profile, and that stands for minor attracted persons. And those people get reports, they get blasted on Twitter like, hey, look at this person with this bad username, and Roblox does nothing about it. And these are the types of things that I'm talking about where it's hard to take what Roblox says seriously because it just doesn't seem like they actually care about the kids on their platform. Here's somebody whose schlep has actually caught and got arrested on Roblox, and they are now back on the platform. How is this even possible that Roblox is allowing this person back on the platform? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, at least Roblox is speaking out against him, I guess. I just don't feel like Roblox are the best people to speak about the UK social media ban. They are the ones who have also, just like YouTube, had global ID age verification on their platform when they didn't have to. One of the most frequently talked about points that I hear all the time of people defending YouTube, Roblox, Discord is people saying, hey, you don't get it, man. They were forced to do this by the government. I'm sorry, but point to me the law that has been passed around the world where the websites have to globally enforce ID age verification. That has not happened yet. That probably never will happen, right? So I don't know why people are defending these websites and social medias that are doing global ID age verification. It doesn't make any sense to me. You would have more of a point if those social medias only had ID age verification in the places that they were forced to, like the UK, Australia, and places like that. But the fact that they did it globally shows that they are also complicit in this whole ID age verification data harvesting that's going on in the world right now. I mean, hell, I'm one of the most vocal critics of YouTube, but even then, I would not put them as bad as Roblox. I mean, Roblox is one of the worst platforms in the world. Again, I would highly recommend that you guys go over to websites like badinternetbills.com and contact your local representatives. And what I want you guys to tell them, don't just say, hey, I disapprove of ID age verification. I want you guys to email them or call them and say, hey, you are literally not going to get my vote if you support ID age verification. You pretty much can't trust any politician or any government in the world. They just want money, power, influence. So if you threaten to take that power away from them, then they might be more likely to listen. So that is what I would recommend you guys do. Contact your local representatives and tell them, I will not be voting for you if you support ID age verification. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. More platforms are speaking out against the UK social media ban, which is good, but I just hate Roblox. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.